Good morning, Abusiafo. Abusia ewiase wei se yetufu na wante a. Mpanyimfo se wo kwante ade. Ena wadwene ye wo se wo ye bema bibre so a. Mpanyimfo se ye kugyaw. Ena otimfo otimi wa. Oro Okawa na wode afa wa beti. Hwe Vladimir Putin. And few hours ago, International Criminal Court I issue warrant say yemfanche and nkrofobia e kano. E die nti ene basa. Abusua eye die nti ene basa. Eye enyoma bia during Russia-Ukraine war no. Enam se mpanyimfo se wuntimi wo onyoma na ade akɔhye wo kashiri. Media na menim se Russia de nko no Ukraine kokun anka 1 week bi pe o. Okoya boom. O jeja bomb na gu. Nanka wa wie Ukraine. Wa hye Ukraine ase. Nanso afi enie se Vladimir Putin ontimi mfa Ukraine to form one. To me, o ka kire me se obu Ukraine. No. We equal level. Eye war, eye ntokwa na omoku. Afini se wontimi enshate Ukraine down. To me, obi aka kire me se Vladimir Putin or Russia eye upper hand wo Ukraine bibria. To me share danjindi. Na yedi na SCC a, the SCC no ne here. The SCC a ne say during the war no, oma Russia soldiers no kochiche enkola ene ma ebinum kura wo ha yikunkum wo mo. Yikunkum wo mo wo ne mo. Na no na amana ba say International Criminal Court I issue warrant say yemfa for Vladimir Putin. Iwiase emra ewu wiase. Even in the war emra wu. Akum no oyamfumso bi a ekire yetimi chew. Charles Taylor ya Liberia Charles Taylor. Eno ne ba ya che na ye de no kushie mu no. Eti abusua video bi abeto ho sisi a. Enyoma Putin ya inti ema ICC International Criminal Court I issue warrant say yemfa nkofa no abusua yenko sisi a na yenko hwe sa video no emra na obehu say iwiase wode wani bo ho safo hene bebre a enyoma sei enetime ba mpanyimfo say ba na eyo. What the call bro for more or say when it is coming, it is doing. Madam Wasi, Yankoshe Emrasisia.
It is an extraordinary development in this war. Vladimir Putin, the leader of a UN Security Council permanent member nation, facing an international arrest warrant, and for the most serious of war crimes. Sky News was the first to reveal video evidence of Russian soldiers searching a place of sanctuary in Ukraine, looking for children. This was one orphanage in Kherson where orphans were abducted at gunpoint by the Russian military. These children, among thousands across Ukraine, said to have been taken by the Russians during this war. Allegations now the focus of International Criminal Court arrest warrants that go to the very top of the Russian government.
The International Criminal Court has issued 2 warrants of arrest in the Ukraine situation. For Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation, and for Maria Lvova-Belova, Commissioner of the Russian President for Children's Rights, for the alleged war crimes of deportation of children from Ukrainian occupied territories into the Russian Federation. It is forbidden by international law for occupied powers to transfer civilians from the territory they live in to other territories.
This was Vladimir Putin meeting his Children's Rights Commissioner last month. The arrest warrants against both are being welcomed by Ukraine's President Zelensky.
Separating children from their families, depriving them of any opportunity to contact their relatives, hiding children on the territory of Russia, throwing them in remote regions, all this is an obvious state policy of Russia, state decisions and state evil, which begins precisely with the top official of this state.
The warrants mean Vladimir Putin must think very carefully about where he travels and make the Russian leader even more of an international pariah. The Kremlin and its mouthpieces have reacted with fury.
My reaction is that, first of all, is the stupidity and irresponsibility of the International Criminal Court. It's the policy of the Russian government to save children, not to steal children, but to save children from the front-line zone.
So, what are the chances of Vladimir Putin going from wartime leader to the accused in an international court of law?
We have to be very realistic that we're not going to see Putin in The Hague anytime soon. And of course, there'll be a lot of cynicism as to whether we will ever see him there. Of course, we won't be looking at a trial in absentia at the ICC.
The move puts Putin in the dubious company of former Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi and Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir, both indicted by the ICC but never tried. Vladimir Putin may be able to elude prosecution for now, but that doesn't mean this move doesn't have real significance.
It's important because this man is now, as many would say he should have been said to be from a couple of weeks after the war started, labelled as a criminal. And that's going to make it much, much more difficult for the coalition of countries supporting Ukraine to separate out and to say, oh, we shouldn't be carrying on with this war.
Next week, China's President Xi Jinping flies to Moscow for talks with Vladimir Putin. His host will be an alleged war criminal. How might that influence his next move? The answer to that could be crucial in the next stage of this war. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.